Hello, I'm Benny Westside, and welcome to the crash course for Ghost Spider. Today, we're going to talk about Ghost Spider's kit, ability upgrades, leveling, gear, ISO 8 class, uh, and then I'm actually introducing a new segment, Dark Dimension Prospects, and then I will tell you what I'm going to do with her, and then at the end I'll do a quick recap. Uh, Hopefully, with this video, you'll have you'll be able to make more informed decisions when you're building her in preparation for the rest of the team. All right, let's look at her abilities. Percussive punishment. She has a reflexive stealth for the team. That's very nice. When they fall below 50%, she applies stealth. When Also she has passive aggression. So when an enemy attacks a teammate, she will smack them. She has dodge chance. She has damage. In raids, she also gives the team damage. Uh, in raids, she will give speed up and evade to the team on spawn, and that's really nice. And then on spawn, he will give two energy to the team if she's on the full team. Actually, it's Hero Spider Verse, so you could run her with like big time Spider Man, uh, Spider Weaver in War or Crucible, and she would still get this. Not that big time and Weaver need energy because they spawn with it, but that's something. And then the T4 upgrade gives her more dodge chance, more damage on that passive aggression, more damage stat overall. And then in raids, she gets like another 50% boost in damage. Uh, the, she's a damage dealer. This is a lot of damage packed into one T4 upgrade. So this is very valuable. The higher you build her gear and levels, the more value this T4 has. When she's smaller, it's kind of less valuable, I think. It's going to compound with the gear, but I would say this is a very high value, near essential. Um, I mean, it's so much damage. It's near essential. All right. Because she gets all the energy on spawn, but from herself and from Penny Parker, we can look at her ultimate first, which normally would be a turn 3 ability, but now she has it on turn 1 in raids. All right, she's gonna attack all enemies and spread debuffs from the primary target to all secondary targets. If she has 3 or more Spider Society allies, she's gonna clear Taunt, and then they reworked it this week to make this attack completely unblockable. The sad thing is she won't spread ability block, but she'll spread bleeds, defense downs, blinds. And then the T4 adds damage and goes from spread 3 to spread all debuffs. This can be really nice. I think this is a very good upgrade. Maybe not essential, but a lot of times now you're spreading more than 3 debuffs, so it's actually a very good upgrade. All right, let's look at her special, Graceful Web. She's gonna attack primary target, chain to 3 to 4 targets, apply ability block to primary, and then she's gonna apply slow to each target. She's gonna grant assist now to 1 ally, and then in raids she gets extra focus for this attack, both for the ability blocks and the slows. And they also made it unblockable. The extra focus and the unblockable is part of the new rework that happened just before she got added to the game. So after the kit reveals, that she got another upgrade, and then they also made her ability block always. Before it was only when she crit. That was really annoying. All right, the T4 adds damage and increases the chain. I think this is a good upgrade, not essential. Again, it's more damage, so the bigger you build her, the more value this one has. All right, let's look at her basic. Steal 1 evade from the primary target. Attack primary target plus gain evade. This attack cannot be dodged. So the thing is, it says gain evade, not gain +1 evade. So she's not gonna steal one and then gain one to have two evades, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. All right, the T4 upgrades gives her the blind and bleed if the primary target has slow in raids. I wish this was everywhere or it didn't have the condition of the slow. I think that's just too many hoops. It's okay. It's a blind on basic. And this is actually the one I'm going to say is essential because um, these come in clutch and you can target the basic at specific characters and just blind them. Um, so overall, the basic is essential. The special is high value, not essential. The alt is very, very high value, like almost essential. The passive, it's so much damage. It's just for herself though, so I'm gonna call it almost essential as well. But again, it's just. Oh wait, sorry. Yeah, it's just for herself. Um, so it's not essential. Yeah. All right. Let's look at gear and leveling. She's a damage dealer, as I said. Um, the more you put into her, the more you'll get out of it. I think level 90 gear 17 is a good benchmark, but I would recommend building her higher. Um, yeah, she's gonna make use of the stats. And then ISO 8 class, as you can see here, I have her as Raider. Raider was more definite when her ability block needed to crit. Now I think it opens a little bit more to maybe a striker to apply that blind. However, I think Raider is going to be better because we have two other strikers that are, I think, better on this team. Yeah, if you want to make her a striker for that blind on basic and ISO, that's a valid option. I still think Raider is going to be better, and that passive aggression, every time she smacks, she's going to have a crit chance, and she gets also crit boosts from Pavitra as well. So I think that's going to compound really well. All right, let's talk about Dark Dimension. I think she's actually a very solid choice. She only takes 2 sets of minis. They're bio, unfortunately, and her unique is Spores, which Super Scroll takes, and then Void Knight also takes, which I know is a popular choice. So, like, weigh your options. I think she's a good choice, especially if you're bringing the other ones. But even if you aren't, I think having that spread, maybe like spreading those bleeds for Ghost Rider Robbie would be very nice. And now that the ability block has been freed from its prison, I think it's a lot better. Yeah, I think she's a good choice. She's gonna have more value with more Spider Society allies in there, as opposed to just a solo character. But I do think she's a good consideration. Just be mindful of that gear, especially that unique. Um, as for my plans, I had her at 85 gear 16 from Web Warrior days. I will be taking her to 95 gear 18. Uh, in fact, I'm also considering taking her to Dark Dimension 7. Um, my current city plan is Robbie, the 3 new Spider Society, and then the 5th spot, I'm between Ghost Spider and Spider-Man 2099. I'm going to again weigh how the gear drops. They both cost the same number of uniques, sorry, same number of minis. Um, but she takes alien spores. He takes molecular cloth, I believe. Um, and then he has bleed on basic, is just overall faster, and he will still synergize with my other Spider Society characters, even though Ghost Spider will synergize better. I'm considering right now. I'm not sure. I might go back to Sinister Six even. So it's still a long ways out, but that's my current plan. She's on my short list. Um, ISO 8 wise, I have her at Raider, and it seems I already did all of her abilities back then, so I, you know, but that I already have it. So, um, but yeah, I would recommend her basic, and her passive. I would also highly recommend. Um, Even though I have all of them, I think those upgrades are probably the best ones to do. Yeah, I think that's about it. Dark Dimension Prospects, my plan. Um, yeah, that's about it. Let's do a quick recap. Ghost Spider, she's a great damage dealer. She will make use of the stats you give her. My recommendation is at least level 90, gear 17. Um, Ability wise, basic, essential, ultimate, and passive, almost essential. And then her special is high value. Um, ISO 8 class Raider. And then Dark Dimension, I think she's a solid option and a cheap one. So consider your uniques and let me know your thoughts. Are you considering taking her to Dark Dimension? Um, yeah. Thank you for going over Ghost Spider with me. I hope to see you in the next one.